From Porsche's never having a grille to iPhone-synced bouncy suspension, here's 50 facts about Porsche. From their beginning, Porsche has never ever had a grille in front of their cars. You could be fooled by some, but these are just vents. The difference is, ventilators have a specific purpose within the car and carry out cooling functions, whereas a grille is purely to form the design of the car complementing the engine. So, due to Porsche always having their engines in the back of the cars, they never really needed one. In this clip, you can see Porsche's demonstration for their new Panamera Hybrid's active air suspension. They decided to link up and pair it to the gyroscopic sensor of an iPhone to show off its moves, and when the developers were displaying this fun show, their only note was, "Don't flip the phone over, we haven't tested that yet." Did you know, at one of Porsche's many prestigious events, they introduced a special design of an augmented Panamera, which was just a karaoke bar on wheels, but no drunk driving, right? Porsche has actually had a rather extensive history, even dating back to 1939, as they actually manufactured and supplied military tanks for the troops. Some may say this tarnished the image of their perfect company though. The Porsche started off with a sports car called Type 901. This was intended to be a replacement and a more comfortable version rather than the Porsche 356. However, Peugeot forced Porsche into a name change due to them copywriting any number with a 0 in the middle, so this car became the Porsche 911. Ferdinand Porsche, the founder of the company, was actually the one to make the world's first hybrid electric vehicle in 1899. The loaner Porsche model Semper Vivus was essentially an electric car with an internal combustion motor used as a generator. I bet you thought it was Elon who did this. Also, it was the first car with brakes on all 4 wheels. Porsche was also one of the very first to prove smaller cars could be faster in a race than their more powerful counterparts. He developed Sascha for the Austrian car-producing company, Austro-Daimler, at the request of a rich filmmaker. It was significantly smaller than its competition, but still held victory for over 43 races. Did you know Porsche were actually the designers of the legendary Auto Union Grand Prix cars that dominated the racing world? The Auto Union P featured a then revolutionary 16-cylinder engine. It had some of the best racers of its generation behind the wheel, making it virtually unbeatable. The very first Volkswagen Beetle was actually manufactured in Ferdinand Porsche's villa. Definitely a neat place to be born. As you can see in this clip, the horse on the Porsche crest is almost identical to the horse on the Ferrari crest. For Porsche, they used the horse as it's actually integral to the coat of arms for the city of Stuttgart, Porsche's home, whereas Ferrari uses it because an Italian fighter pilot's mother told them it was good luck. Next, the very first road-going sports car made by Porsche was mid-engined. This means the engine was actually behind the driver, but in front of the rear axle for better balance. This is surprising, as many know Porsche to only ever have a rear-engined car. Once upon a time, for around 2 years, all Porsche 356 models were made with aluminum bodies in an old sawmill in Austria. Some could argue this made them better because of their unique body in contrast to the steel bodies the later German cars had, meaning they were much lighter. Earlier in the 20th century, the Dutch police was Porsche's biggest customer, as they used their 356s as police patrolling vehicles. Porsche built 10 of these after a full year after production stopped, just for the Dutch police. Early Porsche car bodies were produced by Reuter Karosseriewerke, which also handled interiors. Porsche acquired Reuter's body manufacturing division in the 1960s, and the remaining business was renamed Recaro, now famous for its premium car seats, as you can now see in the newer Porsche 911. The Porsche 917, a dominant force in early 1970s motorsport. It could outperform many of today's race cars in certain respects, with power outputs exceeding 1100 horsepower. Depending on the racing series, it could reach blistering speeds of up to 240 miles per hour, a testament to its groundbreaking engineering and raw performance capabilities. The first 25 Porsche 917 race cars were nicknamed secretary cars because, believe it or not, secretaries helped build them. Pretty much anyone available lent a hand in a last-minute effort to get enough cars ready to pass FIA inspections and make the model eligible for racing. It was all hands on deck. Porsche race cars have an unmatched legacy, racking up around 24,000 race wins across the globe, a record that stands head and shoulders above the rest. No other manufacturer even comes close to this level of dominance in motorsport. And Porsche didn't just stick to sports cars, they designed tractors too. Their tractor history is even more intriguing than Lamborghini's. One of the standout creations was a gasoline-powered tractor specifically designed for coffee farmers. The idea was to avoid diesel fumes, which could potentially affect the flavor of the coffee beans. It's a fascinating chapter in Porsche's engineering legacy that proves their innovation went far beyond the racetrack. Porsche doesn't just excel in cars, they design award-winning forklifts too. Since the 1980s, their work with Linde material handling has constantly earned accolades for innovative forklift airlift designs. Ever flown on an Airbus A300? The cockpit was designed by Porsche Design. They introduced innovations like digital screens for pilots, replacing traditional analog readouts, marking a major leap in aviation technology. The Porsche 959 was the pinnacle of 1980s supercar technology. With a top speed of nearly 200 miles per hour and all-wheel drive, it wasn't just one of the best cars of its era, it also triumphed in its class at the grueling 24 hours of Le Mans. The Porsche 959 didn't just dominate on the track, it conquered the Paris-Dakar Rally, widely considered one of the toughest races on the planet. This supercar wasn't just racing against other cars, it was taking on fully race-prepped trucks across some of the harshest terrain in the world, and it won. It's hard to imagine any modern supercar pulling off something like that today. The 1986 Porsche 944 was a game-changer, becoming the first car sold in the US with a passenger airbag as standard equipment. At a time when most car manufacturers charged extra for an airbag, Porsche was ahead of the curve, prioritizing safety long before it became a widespread feature in the industry. Harley-Davidson uses Porsche engines in some of their bikes, including the Harley V-Rod. This bike is powered by a 60-degree double overhead cam engine, specifically developed by Porsche for Harley's racing division. It's a perfect example of how two iconic brands came together to create a performance-driven motorcycle. Porsche is the undisputed king of the Nürburgring. The brand currently holds track records for both production cars and race cars in Germany. The Porsche 911 GT2 RSMR set the production car record with an impressive 643.30, while the 919 Hybrid Evo holds the overall record with a blistering 519.55. These achievements solidify Porsche's reputation for pushing the limits of performance on one of the toughest tracks in the world. Porsche once hung a 956 upside down on the ceiling of their museum to demonstrate just how much downforce this car generates. With over 3 times the downforce of the Porsche 917, the 956 weighs just 1,852 pounds but creates enough aerodynamic force at its top speed of 321.4 kilometers an hour to theoretically drive upside down. It's a jaw-dropping display of engineering that truly brings the concept of downforce to life. Porsche loves pushing boundaries with unconventional materials. The 911 GT3 RS 4.0, for example, has a magnesium roof to lower its center of gravity, boosting handling performance. Many models also feature lightweight carbon fiber reinforced plastic components, like spoilers and body panels, to cut weight and enhance speed. It's all about squeezing out every ounce of performance. Every Porsche is pushed to its absolute limit before hitting production. Whether it's a Boxster or a 911 Turbo, each model is tested at its top speed to ensure it meets the demands of its design. From high-speed runs to extreme weather and durability tests, Porsche makes sure their cars can perform flawlessly, no matter the conditions. Porsche has been a leader in automotive aerodynamics for years. The 911 Carrera RS 2.7, for example, was one of the first production cars to feature a rear spoiler, which significantly improved stability at high speeds. Today, Porsche's focus on aerodynamics is still evident in features like the active rear spoiler on the modern 911, which adjusts automatically to balance downforce and reduce drag. It's all about blending performance with efficiency. The car in this video is known as the Porsche Cayenne S Diesel, which proved its incredible power in 2017 by setting a world record for towing a 285-ton airplane. Introduced in 2003, the Cayenne quickly became Porsche's best-selling vehicle, thanks to its combination of space, speed, and comfort. Its strength and versatility have made it one of the most powerful SUVs on the market, capable of pulling off feats that few vehicles can match. Porsche has dominated motorsport, especially at Le Mans, where it has won the 24-hour race an incredible 18 times, more than any other manufacturer in history. And that's just the start. Across the globe, Porsche has claimed victory in over 24,000 car races, as I previously mentioned, cementing its place as a true racing legend. Porsche and Mercedes-Benz teamed up to break the land speed record with the T80, designed by Ferdinand Porsche himself. The 6-wheeled beast had a 45-liter V12 engine producing 3,000 bhp and was capable of hitting 470 miles per hour, far beyond the 357.5 mile per hour record at the time. Unfortunately, it never got the chance to race, as its competition coincided with the outbreak of World War II in 1939. The iconic Porsche 911, introduced in 1964, almost didn't make it past the late 70s. Then CEO Ernst Fuhrmann believed the model had run its course and wanted the company to focus on the new 928, a front-engined Grand Tourer set to debut in 1978. However, poor sales of the 928 and backlash from Porsche purists ensured the 911 retained its status as the brand's flagship, and it's been the crown jewel of Porsche ever since. Now, a little about the man himself. Ferdinand Porsche. Porsche was founded by Ferdinand Porsche, a brilliant engineer despite having little formal education. Born in 1875 in what's now the Czech Republic, he created the first gasoline-electric hybrid vehicle in 1901, using a Daimler engine to power electric motors in the wheels. His talent earned him a role as technical director at Daimler, where he helped design legendary Mercedes race cars, including the iconic Mercedes-Benz SSK. Did you know that Ferdinand Porsche actually played a significant role during World War II? He manufactured the People's Car for Adolf Hitler. After unveiling the first Volkswagen prototype in 1935, he became an executive at the Volkswagen factory in 1939. He worked closely with the Nazi government, renounced his Czechoslovak citizenship, and joined both the Nazi Party and the SS. Porsche contributed to the design of tanks and troop transport vehicles used during the war. After the war, he was arrested for war crimes, including the use of forced labor, and spent 20 months in prison in France. From 1963 to 1997, Porsche kept the 911 largely unchanged. In 1998, they introduced the Type 996, a completely redesigned model with a new water-cooled flat-six engine. The 996 shared some components with the Boxster, leading to controversy among Porsche enthusiasts, but it's now seen as the model that saved the 911 by modernizing it for the future. In 2002, Porsche introduced the Cayenne, the brand's first sport utility vehicle. Then, in 2009, the four-door Panamera luxury sedan was launched. Today, Porsche's best-selling model is the Macan, a compact SUV, with the Cayenne close behind. The automaker also offers an all-electric sports sedan, the Taycan, and continues to move forward towards the future with plans for hybrid and all-electric sports cars. Porsche's private museum in Stuttgart is the largest of its kind in the world, showcasing over 80 classic and modern sports cars from the brand's rich history. It's a treasure trove for car enthusiasts, featuring everything from vintage 911s to cutting-edge prototypes, allowing visitors to experience Porsche's legacy up close. Porsche was founded in 1931 by Ferdinand Porsche in Stuttgart, Germany. Initially, the company focused on engineering and consulting, laying the foundation for its future as a leader in automotive design and innovation. The Porsche Design Group, initially a subsidiary of the main Porsche company established in the 1970s, is renowned for its high-end fashion, luxury accessories, and distinctive eyewear. This diversification into lifestyle products was a strategic move to extend the Porsche's brand legacy beyond automotive and into premium consumer goods, reflecting the brand's commitment to quality and design excellence. Porsche's dedicated racing track, the Porsche Experience Center in Leipzig, Germany, provides drivers with the opportunity to test and experience the full range of Porsche vehicles. It features a 2.6-mile track with various driving zones, allowing participants to push the limits of Porsche's performance and handling capabilities in a safe and controlled environment. Porsche introduced the Tiptronic automatic transmission in 1989, allowing drivers to manually shift gears without using a clutch pedal. This innovation revolutionized sports cars by giving drivers more control over gear changes, improving performance and driving experience. Porsche's bespoke customization service, called Porsche Exclusive Manufacture, allows customers to personalize their cars by choosing from a wide range of unique materials, colors, and features. From tailor-made interior finishes to bespoke exterior designs, this service enables buyers to create a vehicle that perfectly reflects their personal taste and preferences, ensuring each Porsche is a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Porsche's commitment to sustainability involves using recycled materials and renewable energy in its manufacturing processes. By implementing these practices, Porsche aims to minimize its environmental impact and achieve carbon neutrality by 2030, reflecting the brand's dedication to innovation and responsible production. Porsche's Research and Development Center in Weissach, Germany, is a hub for innovation where they develop new technologies and prototypes, particularly for hybrid and electric vehicles. It's here that they test advanced drivetrain systems, aerodynamic designs, and cutting-edge materials to maintain Porsche's high-performance standards while steering their future in sustainable mobility. The Porsche 959, launched in 1986, was the first production car to feature full-time all-wheel drive, making it a technological marvel of its time. This advanced system was ahead of its era, enhancing both performance and handling capabilities, especially in high-speed and off-road conditions, thereby setting a new standard for sports car engineering. Porsche's PDK Porsche Doppelkupplung dual-clutch transmission, introduced in 2009, allows for incredibly fast gear changes. This advanced technology not only enhances driving dynamics by providing near instantaneous shifts, but also improves fuel efficiency by maintaining optimal power delivery throughout the gear range. Porsche's iconic round headlights, first introduced on the 356 model, have become a signature design element that is still used today on the 911. These headlights not only provide a unique and recognizable look, but also offer optimal illumination, enhancing the car's distinctive visual identity while maintaining its classic heritage. The Porsche 911 GT3 RS is renowned for its extreme track capability, featuring lightweight construction and engineering derived from motorsport, allowing it to excel on the racetrack with superior performance. Last but not least, Porsche has had a long-standing partnership with Michelin, collaborating to develop exclusive tires for their high-performance models. These tires are specially designed with bespoke compounds to suit various driving conditions, ensuring optimal grip and handling for superior driving experience on and off the track. So, which fact interested you the most? Let me know in the comments.